Hi everyone. It is a cold, rainy day here. I am just in my sweatpants. I wanted to give you a quick update on my project polish. Here were the polishes that I was working with as of the last update. And so as you can see, I finished my OPI mini glitter. The lavender color from Trust Fund Beauty. It is called Elegantly Wasted, and it's one of the ones that is a full-size polish, and I've been kind of obsessed with it pretty much all year. I've been using it constantly, so you'll be able to see that. When I started using it, it was brand new. I hadn't used it at all, so at the intro I was right at the top there. That's what that top line is, and so here is the progress that I've made. I'm currently down to this bottom line here. And then the next one is from OPI. It's also a mini polish, just a little dangerous, I believe is the name of it. And so when I started, again, it was at the top line, it was totally full. And so you can see my first, second, and now third update. And even though in the last video I said I was going to set this aside until fall, and kind of pick it up again, then you can see I did use it a few times. I don't know, I was able to make a little bit of progress on it even though I said I wasn't going to use it. I got a wild hair. The same is true of this Ciate polish. It's what I'm wearing right now, and it is in Dangerous Affair. So I said that I wasn't going to be using it, and I really haven't used it that much, so I haven't even made enough progress to be able to make a new line. But as you can see, I was at the top line, and then I'm kind of holding it angled so it looks like it's higher than it actually is. But it really is, when it settles, it really is at this line here. It's just that it's been a little bit chilly here lately, so that's kind of why I went for the darker ones. And then the next one is also an OPI mini. Looks like this. And I did use it a little bit, so you can see where my top line was. That was where I was last time, and now I'm at this bottom line here. So I did use it mainly as accent nails, even though, again, I said I was probably not going to wind up using it until fall. I still did, because clearly I can't be trusted. They're really easy to use up because there's only 3.75 milliliters in here, so there's really not a lot of polish at all in these minis. And then we come to the one that I have finished. This is also an OPI mini. I even tipped it upside down. Like, there is nothing coming out of here. It is totally empty. But I had to tip it upside down to get the rest of it for what's on my toes right now. There's not as much polish in here as it looks like there would be. It doesn't go as far down as the bottle kind of shows. So even though, I mean, I obviously used it a lot this month to try to get it moved out, which I did, the bottle is kind of deceiving in how much it looks like is in there. So because I finished that one, I'm going to be adding in an orange one, which we'll get to here in a little bit. This is my next little mini from OPI. It's that taupe color. I believe it's called Under My Trench Coat, and I used it. I didn't add a line because it hasn't settled enough for me to be able to show exactly how far down it is from that third line. So I'm gonna have to mark that, because as it's starting to settle, it's a lot easier to tell where I am. I am a little bit, actually it looks like I'm directly under where the word Sephora is, if you can tell that. So that's where I'll mark my line for next time. I think you can see that pretty easily. I did use this even though I said I wasn't going to. It was a little bit chilly and I was just kind of reaching for those darker polishes. Again, this one I will probably just set aside and come back to in the fall. And these are the two that I added in last time. Even though I hadn't finished any polishes, I still added these two in. This is my Ciate Mini Loop the Loop. And when I added it in last time, when I started, I was at the top line, and I've used this so much that I am down to this bottom line here. And even though I have done several full manicures and on my toes, and by the way, it looks hideous, hideous on my toes. So I put it on and then I literally took it right off. So this is not a toenail color for me. If I really put my mind to it, I'll probably have this done by the next update as well, because again, it takes a lot. Whoops. That was the cat. It takes a lot of polish to make it opaque. If it's not completely done for the next update, it'll be way down. And then the other one I added in was Mermaid's Dream. That's from Deborah Littman. And again, I only used this a couple of times. I just really don't like the finish. So when I put it in, I was at the very top. So there's where I started, at the very top. And now I am at this line here. I know I could put a top coat over it and that would smooth it out, but sometimes I don't have time for that step. So I don't want to have to rely on that step in order to love a nail polish. So I will not be repurchasing this despite how beautiful it is, because I just hate the rough texture that it leaves on the nails. And it takes several coats to make it opaque. But I can't with the rough sandpaper-like finish. The polish that I'm adding in this time is from a brand, I don't know if it's, I think it's UNT. I don't know if it's like supposed to be pronounced as a word, but it's UNT, and the color is GA020. And it is a glitter polish. It's a full-size polish, and it's like a kind of an, it's a multicolored glitter in like an orange base. I'm not a nail polish expert, but that's as close as I can come to describing this for you. I actually haven't used this one very much at all, if ever. Orange is my favorite color. I love it. So this one I thought was just perfect for summer, and it wouldn't be too bright for fall either. It's completely full, and it's a full-size polish, 15 milliliters, same size as this Trust Fund Beauty one I've been trying to use up, so I don't know, anxiety. That looks like a good summer nail polish selection, right? And like this looks like the perfect winter and fall one to me. So those are the polishes that I have left, but I'm really gonna focus on using that yellow one. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.